In July 2021, Mozart Electronics and Electronic Wings initiated global contest EW Project Challenge 2021. The purpose of the contest is to encourage innovative ideas and building a solution to solve the problems for making our tomorrow more sustainable and efficient.
My impression about open source community in India was actually wrong. I'm happy to be proved wrong before this contest. I'm lucky to have touched this contest. I was really surprised and shocked to see the maturity of the open source or the innovations which is happening.
Being an engineer, I have gone through this phase. You take so much of time to build that particular prototype, and you put a lot of effort doing such kind of a wonderful ideas. And about Electronic Wings, I think it's one of the brilliant open source community platform.
The contest reached over 1.36 million users across the world, which includes makers, developers, creators, engineers, professionals, academicians.
I was surprised to see that there are close to about 1,000 participants in this whole endeavor, and cutting across different sectors, because when I was evaluating the ideas, I think there is an idea which is a robot which is building from a omelette making to space tech to disinfectant. A whole lot of verticals are being represented through this context.
The contest received an overwhelming response. Hundreds of ideas submitted with complete solution design across the domains like healthcare, IoT, robotics, control and automation, AI, ML.
And this is first of a kind wherein we have received enormous traffic, enormous experience, the target audience outreach, the design engineers, joining us as a whole.
Some of the innovations which did strike to me is the rocket. There was a pollution monitoring, there was an health monitoring system, which all had excellent maturity, which is really to be noticed, very near to a commercialization. That's the kind of maturity that I could see in those top projects.
The contest was supported and sponsored by Mozart Electronics, the global leader in semiconductor and electronics component distribution.
We are overwhelmed to see the kind of participants that we have received, the encouragement, the interest people have to just join the community as a whole. We like to empower the design engineers, we would like to empower the innovation.
Wonderful to see the ideas which are there. I would say mind-boggling to see the ideas which are there.
Looking forward to see many more successful events with which India can reach the top of DIY market. Right now we are not there, but I'm sure these are the endeavors which will make us go to the next level.
Hello everyone, my name is Ganesh. I'm the lead of Electronic Wings. So back in April 2020, we started this amazing event, EW Project Challenge 2022. The contest has been there for last 5 months and there were amazing entries. I'm impressed and overwhelmed by seeing the entries, the projects, submissions, and the kind of innovations that has been submitted, the kind of ideas that has been submitted. Now, from the last 5 months, we are working hard, and today is the day which finally came to announce the winners of this contest. Okay, so let's start directly. So let's start with the contest purpose. We started this EW Project Challenge because we wanted to encourage community to develop technology solutions to solve the problems and make our tomorrow better. We wanted to encourage them, So we wanted to inspire creative ideas. We wanted to honor creative minds and developers. We also, from the beginning, we also wanted to nurture this developers culture, and we wanted to inspire hardware learning through the collaboration. These are the goals of this contest. And I wanted to tell you that we are doing it. We are achieving it. You see, last year we conducted the contest. We just saw its video, right? So last year we got around 167 projects. And it is just a 10 month. What we have seen, the things are amazing. For the last year project entries, we got over 500,000 page views to these projects by 292K unique users. The average time spent on each page is amazing. It is over 2 minutes, which what it says is that the community is referring this project and learning through it. One of the more important statistics are design files and attachment downloads. More than 4,000 downloads are there. On the code side, more than 5,000 downloads are there within just 10 minutes, within just 10 months. Okay. So what we understand here is that whatever the submissions that we are doing, whatever that we are sharing, people are referring it. Community is referring it. They are learning through it. It is encouraging them to do more. We all are learning through it. I'm also learning through this kind of more creative and innovative ideas. It is a great learning experience for myself as well. And I know that it is for hundreds and thousands of developers, it is the same. So yeah, we are achieving our goals going forward. Now let's see the contest 2022. We are becoming more popular. The contest 2022 got over 2 million page reach all across the world. In India, it is 56%, North America 11%, Europe 14%, and rest of the world 19%. We are becoming more popular on various networks, channels, social media channels. Okay, on the Telegram, there are a lot of groups of the developers, and what we have seen is that many developers group are referring EW contest seriously, and they are participating actively. They are discussing on it. We have seen the same on the Facebook. There are hundreds of communities on the Facebook, which are like specifically for ESP, Arduino, or home automation, or IoT, or even image processing. We have seen the active communication, active discussion regarding EW Project Challenge 2022. So we are truly going global. We are truly becoming one of the largest contest, one of the most successful contests in the world. And it is all thanks to the community who made it possible. Going ahead, so in this contest, we got 1,331 participants. It is 40% more than last year's contest participation. The participants includes professional engineers, hardware developers, design engineers, YouTubers, academicians, makers and hobbyists. So all these kind of participants are there. The total project submissions are 412, from which we only approved 167. Because while sharing the project, we have the criteria. It is open source criteria, and we expect all the designs, codes, and how you build the project step by step. We expect everything. We guide the community for that. We guide you for that. And the entries are in the domain of Internet of Things, control and automation, robotics, machine learning and AI, and healthcare and medical tech. So that is really impressive. This contest is made possible by Moser Electronics. Without Moser Electronics, we couldn't able to do it. So we would really like to thank Moser Electronics for supporting for the time and making this contest possible. I would like to invite Shashwati Ray, who is Senior Marketing Manager for Moser Electronics, to speak more about the Moser Electronics.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you for the warm welcome. And yes, Moser is extremely proud and excited to associate with Electronics Wings for the second year this time to sponsor the EW Project Challenge 2022. We definitely strive to support innovation and such activities globally. Part of Moser's mission is actually fostering technical innovation, and we are proud to support this project challenge that celebrates incredible creativity and insight into the future of technology. I'm sure everybody do know about Moser Electronics. Just an overview of who we are. We, along with carrying over 1,200 plus manufacturer lines, we support the engineers with technical assistance by creating technical resources, which you can just go in Moser website and you can find a category called technical resources. Each content stream offers a collection of ebooks, instructional videos, infographics, the product information, providing design engineers with resources to develop connected solutions for a wide range of innovative applications. So here we are, along with providing the support in terms of sponsoring this kind of challenges. We also support with the newest product lines available in the market, and also with the technical assistance in terms of how you can utilize those products and features in your prototype. So I would rest with that, and we would definitely connect more over the next 1 hour. Back to Ganesh.
Yeah, thank you, Shashwati. Now,
Sure.
our incubation partner, Derby Foundation, we are lucky to have them. So I would like to invite Tony Francis from the Derby Foundation to speak more about it. Yes, Tony.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, and thanks a lot for this opportunity to be a part of this great initiative, right? So you have a platform wherein innovations can be hosted by thanks to Electronic Wings and thanks to Mouser to fund this whole activity, right? So once you have an striking code or an innovation which you feel that it needs to be taken to the next stage, that is where Derby comes into picture, right? We have an incubation organization. A difference between an incubation and acceleration is fundamentally when you are trying to see the a product development which is going to take much longer time, that is when an incubator comes into picture. So we have three different programs, right from supporting an early stage innovator to somebody who is having a clear idea on what he's supposed to do to convert his idea into a POC and an MVP, and to test market, which is the late stage, which is an accelerator program. So we have PACE, Emerge, and Gallup. We are funded by multiple government departments, including DST and MATI. So to start with, we support an early innovator who is just want to experiment with a fellowship of up to 30K INR per month. We also have multiple idea to POC grants from Nidhi Prayas, from DST, as well as from MATI. And also we have seed for support from Startup India Seed Fund, as well as DST's Triple S Seed Fund supporting system from DST as well. So these are the three programs that we run from to self support from idea to all the way to acceleration stage. We will be very keen to support some of these innovations which is coming out from here to be incubated and given support to nurture it further so that this innovations reach its meaning in solving some of the problems that we're trying to address here. Thanks, and over to you, Ganesh.
Thank you, Tony. So this year we have esteemed judges panel. Okay, we have the judges, and we are lucky to have them. Dr. Lakshmi Jagannathan, who is the CEO at the Derby Foundation. Unfortunately, she couldn't able to join today. Then we have Tony Francis. Speaking about the Tony, he previously worked with the Intel, Texas Instrument, Toshiba, Bosch, and he has more than, I think, 8 patents already he has, and 20 plus years of experience. So it's really an honor to have Tony Francis on this panel. So as a personal point of view, I would like to invite Tony again to speak more about the contest and speak a few words in the spirit of this contest. Yeah. Tony.
Yeah, thanks, Ganesh. As you rightly mentioned in your beginning session, we all learn when we look at others' innovations, right? And this was an honor to be part of this second edition again for me. It was an experience where I took literally 3-4 days to go through the applications. The quality of applications was just mind blowing, right? And to start with, from a project perspective, there are three elements which I would really love to mention here. One is, are we solving a real problem statement which has a substantial market size? I see that there's a lot of difference in this contest where there's a lot of data substantiated addressing how critical is the segment, what is the market opportunity that the problem statement is being addressed. Right? Second thing is that there has to be a fundamental science behind an innovation, right? And there's a lot of documentation or effort that people have put this time to validate that the innovation or the project that they have attempted is backed by solid science. Third is the actual demo part of it, right? What which I would also like to see is how many IPs will eventually originate out of these ideas. That's also a metric that eventually we should track. But I'm very happy to say that the first 3 points is a clear tick mark, and it's been a challenging journey to pick the winners. There were so many of those meritorious ones, and I really am looking forward to see the community growing stronger day by day, and thanks to all the effort. And it's a clear indication that we are in the right path. India is definitely in the right path with respect to DIY innovators, and I'm sure this will translate into startups, which will be the value generator in terms of booming our economy to the next $5 trillion and $30 trillion economy. Yeah.
Thank you, Tony. What I would like to personally say, Tony, to you that your words are always inspiring to us, for me, for the whole community, and it's always great to hear you. Thank you for sharing such a great words. Okay, so we have on the mentor side Madhav Teneti from T-Works Foundation, Hyderabad. Unfortunately, due to some issues, he couldn't able to join today for this award winner announcement ceremony. Yeah, he actually spent 2-3 days on evaluating the project and everything was impressive, but he couldn't able to make it. But yeah, he gave the regards to all the winners, yeah, and we'll speak more about it. Now, I would like to introduce from the mentor side, Avinash N. Bhatt, who is marketing specialist at Mauser Electronics. He's a very passionate engineer, I would like to tell, although he's from marketing side. He has his own YouTube channel. He always has this excitement, passion, and what we can say, perseverance and continuity in continuously making something creative and great learning videos on his channel as well. So I personally admire him for that. I would like to invite Avinash to speak a few words about the contest. Yes, Avinash.
Avinash, you're on mute.
Avinash, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Ganesh, for the encouraging words. I think this year's EW contest challenge really had a wide variety of projects, and many of the projects did have a potential to be commercialized based on the good business model. So when these particular project, if they get some guidance, I think they can be commercialized. And this year's project focused on solving problems related to healthcare, automation, and manufacturing and agri-tech. And I could see many of the projects which did try to solve many critical problems. Okay. So what I can really say is that these projects, they are like ocean. So knowledge is like an ocean. The deep you will dive, the vast you will find it. And this year I did find some of the amazing projects, and these projects are like ocean to me. So thank you.
Thanks, Avinash. Great. So thank you for putting inspiring word to all the participants and these project entries. And let's go to the next. Special mentions. The names you are seeing on the screen are always special. Okay, because there are a lot of people. I couldn't able to include everyone's name, although I would like to give them a big shout here. They are special, their creativity is special. So again, this year, Chris Chandak, he's 12-year-old from Mumbai. He has his own YouTube channel. He has created multiple projects on the drones, bot, and all those projects has kind of knowledge required, which is on the engineering level. And at the age of the 12, he's doing that. He's doing the programming, C, CPP. At the same time, he could able to manage doing all the connection, 230-volt connections, and this electronics design, basic electronics, and that kind of understanding, that kind of creativity at the age of this 12, I would like to mention his name and would like to thank him for participating and sharing the wonderful ideas and project. Your work is inspiring to all the community member. Your work is inspiring to me specifically as well. At such a age, you are doing such a great thing, Krish. Yeah. Another person I would like to mention, Shubham Bhatt. I think all the judges and mentor may know his project, right, Avinash? So Shubham has,
Yes.
all the creations that he made are out of the box.
I know.
What I
actually,
can, yes.
Actually, I did follow his particular channel, Sasta Jugaad.
Yes.
And it was really interesting to
Yes.
see some of the ideas.
Yes. It is really interesting. It is a learning curve for me as well. I learn many things from his channel.
As I
I
said,
encourage.
it's
Yes.
always the ocean.
Yes, always. So great creativity, amazing for thinking view. Presentation is great. Wonderful creation, Shubham. Thank you for sharing it in the electronic wings community, and more energy to you to create more and more such creative and amazing work. And we will be always excited to see your work. Maybe all of us can go to his channel, Sasta Jugaad, and definitely check out his channel. There are a lot of creative things and great. Similarly, another creator, Arnav Sharma, amazing work, always out of the box thinking. He creates something which is very presentable and very respectful, I think. It gives a lot of learning as well. This year, I find Mukesh Sankla. The entries are, again, amazing, out of the box. The kind of presentation that he made, the kind of projects that he made are really great. Another one, Vishal Soni, great again. As last year, you are doing great. Amey Chavikar was the winner of the last year's contest. Extremely dedicated personality in the robotics, that I can say. He always work and always keep working and learning and always doing something in the robotics. Rohan Barnwal, he's again maker, always doing something, building something great. Ashish Adhikari, always create some great creative projects. Now, from the South India side, Kerala, I guess, Nikhil, Ravi, Joskiti Saju, and Sajib Jacob. These guys are doing amazing job. Their creations are really amazing. They do not just make the prototype, they take it to the final stage of the product. They make really finished product as well. So great work, guys. Nitesh Sutar and Meet Patel, you are doing amazing job as well. And finally, Jatin Kumar, who is again maker and creator, who helped Electronic Wings this contest to promote in the community, who is also maker. Great job. So without taking more time, we'll go to the main thing that everybody is waiting for. Creative project prize. So the total prizes are worth 1,25,000. The top 25 project in the creative category, every project will get 5,000 as a winning prize. So there is a list of total 25 projects. So here we go. First page, the top 8 creative projects. You can pause the screen, you can see your name, and if your name is there, definitely don't forget to comment on the live chat box. Give some kind of winning emojis so we can able to detect you. Great. So this is the first. The second page is here. These all are the projects which are excellent. And this is the third page. To tell my perspective and views, EW team first shortlisted top 50 projects. And from top 50 to top 25, it was so difficult whom to drop and whom to take. We started doing brainstorming here in the office. Everybody has cult to different kind of projects. So we did a lot of brainstorming, marking, evaluation, and then we came up with the top 30 evaluated by the judges, evaluated by the mentors, and then these are the top 25 creative projects that we have selected. These are all evaluated by the judges and mentor. I would like to invite Avinash just to speak few words about this creative project category. Yeah, Avinash.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fascinating to see such kind of projects, and the scoring was very difficult while evaluating this particular projects. So, what basically Ganesh, can you just take Tony? I'll just
Sure. So we'll invite Tony to speak more about the creative project. Okay, these are the all projects which are evaluated by the Tony as well. So Tony, please share your thoughts.
Yeah, thanks, Ganesh. So, uh, one of the things that I found very different this time is that there were quite a lot of entries which were more of a component. Some of them definitely which will make into the top as trying to solve a problem statement, and there is a completion to that project. But what would I would like to congratulate some of those people are those who attempted to solve something which is not a full-fledged solution but still is critical for the ecosystem. For example, there was one entry which was doing 6 degrees of freedom, which was a balancing kind of a system, right? There were two, three entries which was standing out in terms of there was a simulation of a wave tank simulating tsunamis, which I really loved. So many of these entries were AI kind of an applications where some of them were looking at how to detect the exercise patterns, including push-ups, how to differentiate between push-ups. It's live demos or live captures, looking at how a validation between the testing and validation screens has been performed. Something else which I really loved is the McCollum wheel, which was a very new concept for me, which can literally move in any direction, and the science behind that also was quite explained well. But there was another one which was a quadrated robot, which was simulating the movement. Some of them, as we all know, there are innovations out there in the West. It might be mimicking it. There was an MIT Cheetah project which was out there, but the ticket size was $100,000. So the innovator literally tried to replicate with an open statement that, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do, right? But doing that and mimicking the each axis of motion, the amount of knowledge that you will gain, and the amount of knowledge when you do that, and when you're doing the documentation telling that this is what I have achieved when I try to replicate. That's the type of effort that we all need, right? It may not come to the top, but then these things are to be given due importance as well. And thanks, Ganesh, to make the list to 25 so that most of them eventually get into that list. That's something which I'm really proud of. So I take this opportunity to congratulate all those winners who have done a remarkable job of creating small systems, creating complete solutions, as well as approaching problem statement with fundamental science backing. That's my few words to with evaluating this top 25.
Great, Tony. So yeah, we are seeing many great entries in this contest. It was really difficult to what to select, what not to select. Okay, there are many entries which are learning curve for me. The thing that the way that you said this mechanism field, okay, smart sense, also safe packaging with AI. These are very good. They are very nicely explained. Autobill is there. Get fit. the complete end-to-end solution that they have made, the kind of implementation that they have did. And there are many other projects, they have taken this bold approach. The challenge is big. Their thinking is bold, I can say, and they have tried to achieve it. The way this robotics and other projects, I'm very impressed and touched by seeing this kind of projects, and this kind of project will definitely push the more and more community members to do great thing, to create more, take it to the next level, and innovate more onto that. Yes. So Avinash, could you able to share thoughts now at this point?
Yeah. Sorry, I had a bit of a disturbance from my side.
Yeah.
Regarding the list of projects, like what Tony had told previously, right? It was so difficult to actually score some of the projects. Many of the projects were very close, okay? And specifically in this year's project, okay, I could see many of the ideas which had a commercial aspect values, and there were certain ideas which was out of box, and uh, uh, to be frank, I could see some of the ideas which was like Sasta Jugaad. I think it would go with the YouTube channel name what Shubham has. So typically, I could see the ideas with purpose. So when you try to build a solution which could solve a particular problem, definitely that idea could be converted into a good product as well as can be commercialized. So it was a really good time going through this project, and it would also motivate me to maybe to come up with certain ideas which I think even I should work on. Thank you.
Thank you, Avinash. So moving towards the next category, that
so
is,
Ganesh, while we are going for the other categories, as Avinash may just explained that we have received great projects to work on, and it was definitely a very difficult choice to kind of eliminate few and keep top 30 and then top 5. So it is definitely a learning curve for Mauser also, and I'm sure for the judges and the mentors to kind of go through such interesting and exciting projects and then list down few to be the winners. And so projects like TrueDoc and IoT platform, which would analyze health meters of the logistic vehicles, which definitely has a very commercial value if it turns around into on the production level, right? So that has a huge potential considering the India's logistics sector. So there are a few other projects that we have also analyzed and would definitely like to mention, like the projects focused on healthcare with raising Medicare cost. It will always be good to encourage innovators like such to build feasible solution which can be utilized, for health monitoring. And Spiro open source spirometry is one of those projects, I believe. And as Tony was also mentioning, that projects on AI, which is on autonomous swarm robots for warehouse management, which would also help the consumption of power and computation complexities. So there are a lot of projects which we see will add value as a commercial sector. So good luck to the winners.
Definitely. There are so many amazing entries, and we are impressed to see such kind of entries. And as you said, Shaswati, there are so many projects which has the commercial value and which can be converted into the working product and which can be converted into the business as well. So innovation that going through this contest is amazing. Yes. So now this is the one of the most awaited category of the prizes, judges' choice. Total worth of 1,60,000 rupees. As you can see, the first prize is for 80,000, second is for 50,000, and third is for 30,000. So this is the big moment all are waiting for. So let's start with the third prize. I would like to invite Avinash to announce the third prize. Avinash, ready?
Yeah. So it's AI-based autonomous swarm robots for warehouse management. Why we felt this particular project very to select this particular project? It was quite innovative, and this is the need when you look into the warehouse management. I think even the Mauser warehouse, you would see the vertical based robotics. Okay, so this was a kind of a replication which I could see in this particular project. This particular project did really impress me with a kind of the the kind of swarm robotics what they had developed.
Yes.
And this, in the sense, the coding it might have required to develop such a sophisticated system, right? So that's the reason we decided that this particular project deserves to be in top 3.
Great. Thanks, Avinash.
Yeah.
Tony would like to share a few thoughts on this project.
Yes, definitely. So, as Saraswati was telling, some of the problems that we are gonna face has to be solved by us itself, right? So there are definitely solutions emerging on for these from the developed market. But if you have to look at the way our consumption happens, is going to be way different. Our Flipkart is the poster boy, right? Solutions which will needed for the logistics in India will be very different from what will be needed in say a developer like US or Germany, right? So the good thing that I liked about is they clearly demarcated the automation need from a need analysis. They looked at the pricing or the cost of diesel that is affecting the environment, and then they categorized into 3 clear segments of where the first identification and the pickup has to happen, then the transportation from the warehouse to the place where it needs to be sorted, and then finally in sub-sorting into smaller containers and placing it onto that ABC, right? So very clearly articulated problem statement, very clearly articulated solution, the bill of material, the approach on how they built each of those things are detailed out. In fact, to go through the details itself, it took 15-20 minutes. But the way they have presented and conducted themselves is amazing and really need to be rewarded. And I really hope that they take this project to the next stage, even if it is a part of it, and take this solution to commercialization.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. So,
And also to add, Ganesh, I think
yes.
Modular Warehouse team, as Vinash mentioned, that our management team should also be very happy to see this kind of the real-time project coming from our project challenges, right? So
Yes,
we're really happy to have this winner.
that is amazing. Thank you, Shaswati, for sharing. So definitely we'll share it with the Moser warehouse team, and let's see. Yeah. Great. So moving towards the next winner. Second winner is going to be announced by Tony. I would like to invite Tony to announce the second prize winner, yeah, of 50,000. Yes, Tony.
Yeah, so the second prize goes to Spyro Open Source Spirometry for All from Ankur Verma, who also has a nickname called Nightar. I'm so glad that I got the chance to announce it because Derby Foundation is focused on healthcare, and as Saswati mentioned, affordable healthcare is the need of the hour or the minute, right? We will have all solutions coming from the developed world, and for them catering to a population of our magnitude may not be of interest. It's predominantly a different market out there, which is driven by insurance, and a very different way of approaching the solution. Whereas what we have is our own way of healthcare, which is with an ASHA network, public healthcare system, which needs very, very affordable systems and solutions. So I'm very glad that a fundamental need, which is measuring the lung capacity, right, using a fundamental flow sensor, has been brought out to a stage where it is almost there, right? And the best thing is that the innovator has put it out as an open source product that anybody can build, including the schematics, the mechanical, the electronics, the software. Everything is out there in public domain. This allows anyone else to pick it up from where he has left and do the last amount of commercialization, which is the certification as well as the mass manufacturing. So very glad to see innovations of this nature coming, which is again backed by fundamental science. Even I just wanted to mention that he initially tried to 3D print that black thing which is rotating, and eventually he felt that a 3D printed solution is not going to work. uh, Literally admits in his write-up that he failed in 3D printing the rotating part and bought an off-the-shelf item which is already tested and proven. With that, he was able to get the unit working. Literally looking forward to see more such activities of this nature to get commercialized, innovated, and commercialized. And thanks, Ganesh, for giving this opportunity to announce a healthcare product itself.
Thanks, Tony. So, Avinash, you would like to share a few words about this project?
Yeah, Ganesh, so I think we went across a few of the projects on healthcare segment in this particular contest. Okay. But what I felt is that this particular project was feasible and it was executable. Okay. So that is also important. So when you actually come up with an idea, you see that whether that particular project is feasible and executable in order to make it commercialized. So, as Shashwati mentioned with respect to the rising cost, okay, it is always good to encourage these innovators to build such kind of a feasible solution. And the kind of population what India has, such kind of a feasible solution is very necessary. And I think we have that bandwidth to come up with such kind of innovation. So congrats to this winner.
Yes. Thank you, Avinash. So definitely the use case here is what I always felt more close. I always liked this use case. I always has this focus on how we can use the technology to create the impact in society. And here we actually can see the kind of product that the creator made. This is actually very close to the final product. And definitely this is very useful for the society, which has greater impact. And I wish that this product get pursued to the next level, to productization and the taken it to the business level. I hope we can communicate with this and attach with the Derby Foundation, which will definitely, this partnership will definitely take it to the next level and make a finalized product and company can be formed. Okay, so this is the kind of innovation, this is the goal of this contest, and we are very happy to see that it is happening. Congratulations to winner. You have done amazing job. Thank you. So the last one, the first prize winner, which is 80,000. And I would like to invite again Tony to announce the first winner of this contest. Yeah, yes, Tony.
Yeah, and the winner of this event is Truck Dog, an IoT vehicle health tracker from Monak Ghosh. So this is something which is standing totally apart from the very start of the problem statement definition of right from before the goods is loaded in transit as well to reach the destination, what is the loss or the issues that is faced by the truck owner, by the driver, and listing out what is the cost that is borne by each of these the stakeholders in that thing, right? So very well articulated problem statement with numbers backing what is the loss incurred in each of these as well. As simple as the tire pressure, the axle bend, what could happen if a parameter which I've never heard called as DEF, the coolant level monitoring, all of those things, what is the impact? And also going to something which is as expensive to implement as an ADAS system where the driver drowsiness is detected. And even the innovator has gone into details that he's picked up an IR camera because knowing that it's a low light condition and using an IR camera, it can still detect. It also demonstrates an active use case where the driver is simulated to be as if sleeping, and it creates a buzzer which we can see as we speak, right? Which literally brings up as well as an alert system back to the owner, telling that yeah, the driver is not having enough rest, having. So it's a complete system which addresses the entire gamut of operations involved in a truck industry, which is maybe the largest in one of the largest in the world as well, right? And some of the signs which has gone in, there was almost also an interesting problem statement, which is the fuel quality monitoring, which I was really surprised how we will attempt to do it, right? And the way he has done is by measuring the incoming oxygen versus the outgoing oxygen is a measure that if the oxygen is not consumed, which will indirectly lead to an assumption that the fuel quality is not perfect. So everything right from ammonia sensors, what has been used, everything has been clearly documented. And if this is really implemented, even a part is implemented, the value that it will bring to a truck owner or a fleet manager is humongous, which is really huge in terms of the even the diesel saving or the cost of logistic efficiency, which is really needed in transporting some of those things from, say, our birth of the country, from say Jammu to Kanyakumari, right? Extreme good innovation, well articulation, and really deserves the the first praise it eventually grabbed. And thanks, Ganesh, for giving me this opportunity to announce.
Thank you, Tony. So I would like to invite Shaswati. Would you like to speak a few words about this project?
Sure, Ganesh. As I was referring in the before, like projects
Yes.
like TruckDog and IoT platform, which definitely would help us to analyze the health parameters of the logistics vehicles. And as a commercial value add, we find that it definitely has a growth rate for more than 10% over the next 5 years. So if we have also looked into the market research for this kind of projects, and we have noticed that tentatively, like between 200 billion in early 2020s to at least 320 billion in like 2025. So this project definitely have a good potential. And we are also looking into the factor, like if this kind of projects actually gets incubated in the later stage, right? So as a real time. So good luck to the winner and congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, Shaswati. Avinash, would you like to share a few words about this project? Yeah.
Yeah, so this particular project was a complete package. Okay, so I mean, it had everything. So commercial prospect, I think the innovator of this particular project did give the competitive analysis, so which I would definitely look into any project which I mean I try to analyze. So there was a clear cut details which was shared by the innovator, stating that who are the existing competitor, what kind of solution they are offering, and what he is bringing into the table, how he is totally different. So that's how you differentiate yourself with others, right? So this particular project had everything. So I think as Tony mentioned, like even I was very curious how he would monitor the fuel quality. So the explanation which has been given by the innovator in this project was quite convincing to me, as well as you see that many of the the road accidents which happen is like on a stretch. Drivers would commute taking this logistics from one state to another state, and the kind of a solution what this particular innovator has offered is mind blowing, and I think this definitely has a good potential commercial value. So, congrats to you.
Yeah, thank you, Avinash. Yeah, definitely, this project has great practical values. There are many vehicles, automotive industry is growing rapidly, and there are a lot of technologies are integrating. Vehicles are becoming smart. Nowadays, with the ECU, this OBD2 port, we can able to analyze all the parameters from this higher technology-based vehicle, which are, we can say, the premium segments of the vehicle. In the truck industry, this is quite difficult. The smarter technologies are not there, but the kind of this implementation and how it is going to impact and what is the commercial viability, the total 360 angle development, all the things are considered, including the hardware implementation to the dashboard based on the React.js and everything done very neatly. The presentation is and the documentation was really great. So definitely deserves the first rank, and congratulations to Moniak Ghosh. And that is it.
So,
yeah.
Ganesh, I
Yes.
think I would like to add a point which Avinash was mentioning, that while creating the project, obviously, as he mentioned, that it's an end-to-end project, right? So he has
Yes.
utilized a lot of technical stuff and along with the components, right? And wherein the the winner have also used the market analysis and the competitor analysis. So that itself is a good value for this kind of a project, which is definitely as a real-time value, as an innovation, as a project for the next level. So I just wanted to add.
Yes. Thank you, Shaswati. So moving ahead, we have another category, that is early bird prize. The project which are submitted at the beginning of this contest, the top first 50 project that we can say, will get the box of amazing goodies, which contains t-shirt, bottle, and Raspberry Pi, and toolkits for engineering purpose. Yeah. So these are very quite well equipped box that total first 50 projects submitted will get. So let's go and see early bird prize winners. So there are total 50, so going through each one is not possible at this point, but you can definitely pause your screen and check whether your name is visible on this or not. And this is the first. Going towards the second. This is the second screen. And there is,
I think Ganesh, just give them a buffer for the first screen so people can take a screenshot maybe.
Yes. Definitely. So after this event, we are immediately going to list all those winners on the contest page at electronicwings.com. So you can check after this event on the website as well. Yeah, but definitely check here. So this is the second screen. Okay, and going towards the third one. Yes. So congratulations to all early bird winners, and we'll definitely ship your box early as possible. Yeah. So these are the all prizes that I have mentioned. Now I would like to invite to give the closing statement to Tony. Please, Tony.
Yeah, it was an experience in itself, which I will relish for long on the innovation. I was too tempted to contact at least a few of them to see if they can help me with my startup as well. Right, that's the level of competence I could see in the submissions, the maturity of submissions, and the way the problems were addressed by an end-to-end solution really needs reward to be rewarded. Right? Also, I was thinking that a lot of entries on AI ML is also coming in. So sometimes you really get a feel, right, how to. It's never an apple to apple comparison of somebody trying to do a point solution versus somebody addressing a whole gamut of solution, which also needs to be somewhere rewarded. So we should also see building blocks, which eventually gets translated into a larger system. I'm sure the guys who did the building blocks this year will definitely come up next year with the building block getting used into a bigger system. And the metrics is definitely impressive. Slowly, electronic wings with the support of Mouser is becoming a global platform, and it will be the go-to platform for people to host these innovations out there, which will also should eventually get backed by Kickstarter kind of activities where you crowdsource and get components to be supported by Mouser. So we do have component banks supported by Mouser. So thanks a lot for Electronic Wings and Mouser to come together to create this wonderful platform, which is an opportunity for innovators across the world, especially from India, to showcase their talent to the world on what they are good at and how they are solving challenges which is addressed or seen in local. Also, eventually, we should also see as healthcare, there is also give equal importance to be given for social causes, right? So hopefully, we will see a lot more activities supporting social causes, which could be a category in itself, so that future will have multiple categorization, which will give more weightage for some of those deserving people as well. So thanks again, Ganesh, and congratulations for you to have a wonderful execution. And thanks also team as well.
Thank you, Tony. So there is one big announcement that we are going to make in the end of this event. So please stay. There is a big announcement for all of you, for whole community. So I request to stay till this announcement. Now, I would like to invite Avinash for the closing remark. Yes, Avinash.
So I think I would like to thank all the participants who had submitted this particular project. So without their submission, I don't think so anything would be possible to make this at such a larger level. So it is the support from the community as well as the enthusiasm from these community members to make this entire EW project challenge a success. So I would like to congratulate all the winners, as well as I would also request the other community member to participate maybe for the next year contest with ideas which are feasible and which are very innovative, and all the best to all the winners for this year. So I would pass it on to Shafi.
Yes, Shashwati, I would like to invite Shashwati to give the closing remark and give the thanking notes as well.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you for inviting me. So as everyone concluded that, congratulations to the winners and those who have not won. Definitely, there are opportunities outside globally and with Mouser. Mouser is actually doing a lot of associations with the Derby Foundation, with the T-Hub, with KSUM, so that we are supporting different technical communities, also the open source platforms where you can join and certainly suggest your ideas and work with Mouser Center of Excellence, which we have at the Derby Foundation, wherein you can work on the newest product lines, the components that we have inbuilt there. Along with that, we would also like to, so Ganesh, should we just give the surprise, or do you want to put it for?
So I would like to give a vote of thanks from my side first. Yeah. So first of all, I would like to congratulate to all the participants, all the winner, and like to heartfully thanks to all the participants. I'm impressed and touched by the kind of entries that you have submitted. Thank you to all the participants. Secondly, I would like to thank Moser Electronics who made this contest possible. Without Moser Electronics, it wouldn't have been possible. So thank you, Moser Electronics, for continuously supporting innovation and creativity and supporting this contest. Another, our incubation partner, Derby Foundation. Thank you for being there. So you complete us all the innovations. Will definitely would like to refer them to Derby Foundation to take it to the next level. Thank you for being the incubation partner. Contest. T-Works, Madhav, Sanjay, thank you. You spent almost 2-3 days for evaluating, going through the project. And I can understand that is a lot of hard work on going through each and every project. You have done, you really evaluated well and taken a lot of effort to evaluate. Thank you very much for giving the time and evaluating all these projects. I would also like to thank Dr. Lakshmi, who is not here today, but yeah, her presence is always inspiring. Her presence honors us. Having her on this panel is really honors this contest. So thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. Also, I would like to say thank you to Tony Francis. In the difficult time, you gave a lot of effort and time to evaluate the project, not just evaluate. Your speeches are always inspiring to me and to the whole community, to all the developers out there. Thank you for being there. Thank you for giving such a inspirational words to us. Thank you. Another, I would like to say thanks to Shashwati Ray, who is the key person behind this contest. If it is all possible, we are all together here because of her. She is the one who led this contest, who introduced us to the amazing judges and this panel and make sure all things go well. She supported on each and every step. So she is the leading person behind this contest. Thank you, Shashwati. I would like to also thank Avinash and Suman. You are always there to support on every step. Like Avinash evaluated the project, it is not about just from the beginning, from last 4 to 5 months. Avinash and Suman always supported on each and every step and made this contest successful. Thank you, Avinash. Thank you, Suman. I would also like to thank EW team members, Suraj Inamdar and Amrut Ubare. You are the pillars of the electronic wings. Your dedication means support in the night, in the 2 a.m., in the 4 a.m., and continuously communicating with all the participants, guiding them through this content, helping them to do multiple things, not just on the documentation or video level, also from the technical side of level, helping them to better implement, help them to present in a better way. So it is constant work, it is full-time work, and the dedication that you have given made this contest really amazing. Yeah, you are truly the pillars of this contest. Yes, and that is all.
So Ganesh, if you are all in thanking everybody, I think we would also like to thank you, and mostly I would definitely like to thank Tony for being here today and for his time in judging the final projects, and of course Avinash. But along with that, it's thanks to you also and your team for making this project successful. I know it's very difficult to run this kind of campaign, so successful campaign over a period of 6 months, evaluating, considering so many entries, the registrations, the leads, the marketing, and the campaign. everything is like, from your end. So thank you so much for EW team to make this project so successful on a global level. So thank you. And yeah, if there is a next step, so we can do that. So the next step should be, I think, Ganesh, why don't we? Yes, so this is the next. So we would definitely like to announce that we would officially launch EW Project Challenge in 2023. We are still in the planning stage, and stay tuned. We will definitely come back with the different campaigns to let you know how we are running the campaign, what kind of objectives that we will come up with, and definitely some new innovative objectives that we will come down with. Ganesh, anything that you'd like to add?
Yes. So yeah, we continually like to inspire the innovation. We like to inspire the idea, creativity, and yeah, with that effort, we'll launch 2023 with the new energy, new spirit, and we'll stay tuned. We'll update you. So I declare here the end of this winner announcement ceremony, and all the winners list will be published on the Electronic Wings website. You can go there in the evening and you can check. Yeah, if you have anything, please contact us. We'll be there to help you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
See you. Bye.